Welcome to the You Heard podcast, your go-to for Miami Hurricanes football. Ben, Joe, Hope, and CB break down recruiting, hot topics, and game day action.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end.
No, let's talk about this right now because you completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying like,
what are we talking about, son?
Get into the topic. I felt
Keep it in a buck.
Let me close these curtains real quick.
You heard. My mic is muted. Of course, that's the way it starts. There we go. Hold on, wait. Look, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, large boxes. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Let's get a little drink. You know what I'm saying?
Chat, what's going on, chat? How y'all doing, man? Wes,
Hope y'all.
Jorge Blanco, Angel Kane. You ain't been in a minute.
Facts.
Angel, where you been at, champ? Adrian.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all.
Man.
Shout out to
Tilo,
y'all.
what's good? Tony Toka. What's going on?
Bushy top is out. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, wait. Let me get this. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this right. What's going on, Joey?
Happy shutdown Wednesday. You know what I mean?
Shut it down.
Happy shutdown Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Numbers keep going up. Appreciate everybody to like, subscribe, share, all that. Remember to leave us a comment wherever you get your podcast too, man. You know what I'm saying? You can leave comments and reviews and thoughts on there too. It helps grow the pod. Appreciate y'all. Hey, yo, Pops. Yo, I know you're making a drive.
Where you
I know
been,
you're making
man?
a drive.
Where you been, dog?
Shout out to Pops, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Hope y'all good. Hope y'all blessed. What's going on, Joey? How you feeling, man? Like, I know we talk. It's Wednesday. Got 3 more days to this kickoff. What's the vibe? You know what I'm saying, in the Williams crib? How you feeling? What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? How you thinking about it?
Man. Ready, man. Ready. We had the week off, man, and I don't like that there's another week off, but we had the week off, man. So, definitely ready for some Canes football. Saturday night. Yeah.
I do like that it at least it's like I said, at least it's a rival. You know what I mean? A team I really don't like. You know what I'm saying? Can't stand that. Was it burgundy? Whatever color they want to call it. I did have somebody on our social like it's garnet. I don't give a damn. I don't care though.
Garnet and gold, son. G&G.
Yeah. I don't care. Don't even care what it is. What it is, man. Oh man. I just can't. I've been watching tapping into some, Noles content to kind of see how they're talking about it. And it's been funny, right? Like they kind of just go right off. So like, look, their trenches are better. We just got to hit some explosives. Like they say the same thing across the board. Are you thinking is just that simple? Like, hey, look, we know they're so much better at this than us, but I think we can still get them over the top.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna have to do, right? They're gonna have to speed up the game.
Mm-hmm.
Tempo.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the edges, get to the outside, hit some explosives. They're definitely gonna have to do that. I think they're gonna have to catch the secondary sleeping or slipping. You waiting for that misdirection or that end around and they pop you with a pass because your eyes are undisciplined. You know what I mean? So that's what they're going to have to do. And I think it can be done. Obviously, I think Coach Malzahn is, he going to empty the clip. Like we said last night, he's going to empty the clip, man. So, yeah.
Shout out to the last kicks for the dono. Castellanos, I like to see what you did there. Castellanos said the same. People calling FSU D-line soft with the same people saying Alabama just had one bad game in Doak. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I think the FSU D-line is soft though. Like that's a thing that's factual. Like going back a month is crazy to me because we have newer data, more video. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understand why an Alabama would be unprepared for a brand new offense for Malzahn. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it's not Saban's Alabama and all that stuff, but like FSU's D line is soft, and Alabama breaking in a new quarterback on the road. You know, they got him right. Like they found a way. They stepped on their neck and they did it. FSU can win football games. They barely did it last year. They found a way to get one half of their win-loss record on game one. But that's a long time ago, man. Like,
And we hate to keep talking about this Alabama game. Like, that shit is over and done with. But
about weeks ago.
Alabama didn't FSU didn't stop Alabama running the ball. Alabama stopped running the ball.
Yeah.
Idiots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The first drive was like a 12, 13 play drive. Like, what is we talking about? Like, they couldn't stop them on the ground. They just decided to not run like they should have.
And it wasn't Ty Simpson had open receivers. He just missed them.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
He struggled in that game. Like, it's not like FSU didn't do anything out of this world. It's just Alabama shit all over themselves in every possible way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing that happened too.
And forget that game. We have proof of concept that just happened. You know what I mean?
Right now, just a couple days ago.
Yeah, like, it just happened a few days ago, fam. Like, so Virginia ran the ball at will. So that's where the softness comes in. Virginia bullied them boys.
Was it 12-play drive, 10 of them runs?
Yeah, like, man, that's all it is.
Like, keep going. Like, we don't talk about Notre Dame, right? Like, we don't talk about Florida. That's just over with. Like, they bringing up what happened a year ago, you know what I'm saying, or 6 weeks ago is irrelevant now. There's more tape.
What have you done for me
now
lately?
We know how you.
Man, that's all it is.
We have more footage and tape on how you use Deuce Robinson more. What you do with Mekhi Danzy, what your tendencies are with Castellan. Like, there's more tape now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more games have been played. Virginia figured you out. You telling me with an extra week, you know what I'm saying? The Viking, the man that does not blink, hasn't figured out a way to attack your offense. If your hope is just, we got to get 60-yard bombs, that's a very small window of how you think you're going to win the game. Like, that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a way like, we got to hit them over the head, over the top all the time. Like, here's the thing about going over the top, your offensive line is going to have to buy you time. Like, that's the other thing about that. Like, your offensive line is going to have to buy you time and hope they can hold those 3 seconds, 4 seconds when your O-line wasn't able to. Because Castellanos was running for his life in that Virginia game. He can do that because he has the, you know what I'm saying? He's quick, he's athletic, he's all those things. But it's very hard to throw the ball deep when you're 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage because you've had to back up that far. So it's just,
we shall see, man. We shall see. I'm ready. I'm ready for it, though. You know, ready to answer all the questions, man.
You know what? I could already see it. Like, when you're saying, like, we beat them, like, oh well, these things didn't happen and these things happened for you. Yeah, man, because the game got played, dog. Yeah. That happens in every football game. Oh man, if you guys would have thrown the ball more, we probably would have been. We ran for 355 on you. Why did we need to throw the ball more? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you would have done this, just stupid-ish, man. Just tired of it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Appreciate everybody in the chat. We'll get to your comments in a little bit. We did want to handle where we at. No, that's not it. Wait. I don't know where the banner is. Here we go. All right. This is our first road game. That's documented. Everybody said it. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious. It's the way the schedule set up before the season. We knew going into the season this was going to be our first road game. Isn't breaking news. This game wasn't just scheduled. What are your thoughts going into a bitter rival after being at home for a month?
Yeah, it's more about the rivalry than home in a way. Like, I think Again, man, all these older players have played in multiple hostile environments, man. So even if you fresh out of high school, even if you somebody like Mally, you know, he played Florida football, man. You know, it could be a hostile environment anywhere you go. So I think it's more about the rivalry, what the rivalry is going to bring, rather than the home atmosphere for Florida State.
So what do you expect from the rivalry at on the road? Like, what you thinking about that?
Yeah, it's gonna be, you know, everybody gonna come out hype. I actually think Florida State is gonna come out super duper hype, obviously, because it's the double edge. It's the daily double, right? You playing at home. It's actually a triple though. You playing at home, you coming off a loss, and it's a rival. So you're gonna be super hype. But I think, like many people have mentioned, Miami is about business. Like it's a business trip, basically, man. You put on your business suit, you know, you take some snacks, and it's time to go in. You know, so it'll just be about maintaining early and knocking them down a peg early. So I expect them to do that.
Yeah, they're coming out all hype, and we just knock them off their rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Getting penetration, stopping whatever craziness they want to do. Yeah, man, like, if this was a young team, like a bunch of freshmen laid out throughout, I would have a different. These guys have already played. Most of this team has already played in Doak. Ruben Bain already played in Doak. Inez, you know what I'm saying? CC already played in Doak 2 years ago when Emory took over and literally gave his arm, you know what I'm saying, for that first down as they were driving on that future ACC champion Florida State team, right? Keeping it up. Let's go all the way. So
Carson Beck Beck the quarterback for the Georgia Florida State game?
Yes, he was. When they beat them by 60?
Yeah.
Oh no, but that whole team quit, so that game doesn't actually count. Because even though the game got played, that entire team quit after Jordan Travis got hurt. So that game didn't actually happen, and it was SEC bias. What happened when they lost by 60? Because that just shows that, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, he did that. Carson Beck also has played in these tough road games, man. Like he played in 100,000 seat stadiums. I'm saying in Tennessee, 100,000 seats, Alabama. Like, he's done all these moments. Has he always come out of victorious? No, he lost to Alabama last year. Yes, he did. But he had a tough first half and bounced back. But Doak is cool. But like, let's not.
No, it's gonna be popping.
It's
going to be popping. It's going to be crazy. It's gonna be capacity. We're gonna have to hear the chant. We're gonna have to hear that. So it's gonna be popping. Don't get it. It's gonna be popping. And it's at night. Everybody gonna be twisted. Everybody gonna be drunk.
Gonna be lit.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's gonna be crazy.
And you know what? With all that, I don't care. I think it's just gonna be all business. Like, all that hype don't make your D-line tougher, dog. All that rah.
I mean, the adrenaline. You know, the adrenaline, man. They gonna be
and then you be like, oh shit, I can't move on this, Cooper. But you know what I'm saying, little Joe, you know what I'm saying, little Joe in the stands, you know what I'm saying, clapping and doing that stupid ass chant isn't gonna make Darryl Jackson any faster. You self-admitted, your linebackers are trash. What you think Elijah Lofton is gonna, you know what I'm saying, do nothing? Come on, man. This is an incredible, by the way, if you're in the chat, we'll get to the comments. This is an incredibly biased show. Like, I'm not giving y'all nothing. I'm not giving y'all no air. I don't. But tell both sides. Now, fuck y'all side. I don't like it. I'm not gonna be like, but you.
I'll do that. Don't worry about it, guys. I got you.
Yeah, Joe's got that. I don't do that shit. I'm completely biased and completely partial to my side, 100% of the time. Yeah, man. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I want that shit to get drained out like the swamp did last year.
Yeah,
like that's I'm saying.
I would like to see people leaving early.
Yeah, and I want shots of that, like multiple shots at all. You know what I'm saying? All the exits. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's heading back to their, you know what I'm saying, double wides and, you know what I'm saying, having a good time. Let's get to some of these comments, man. You know what I'm saying? Just chopping it up. It's just real. It's just real. Ralph says Miami just needs to take their adrenaline with bully ball. It's the most demoralizing thing a team can do. You do bring up, I'm going to go with that. Who do you want? We talked about it a little bit last night on For the Culture. Shout out to Flo and the whole squad. Do you want the ball first or do you want the ball first in the second half?
See, I think I do. I think in this game, I do want the ball first. I would normally, it's really always defer to the second half. You know what I mean? But I think in this game, I want the ball first, man, because I want as many possessions as I can get. And I want to keep them. I don't want them to have that many possessions. So I do want to come out. I want to go 12, 13, 14 plays, 80 yards, and just beat them into submission early. Yeah, I want to do that. Yeah.
Ariel Garcia says, "What's up? What's good, fellas? Saturday can't get here fast enough. Enough tired of it. Hearing from FSU fans. Just want to see our guys run the ball down their throat and see Ben and Mezzi eat." That's all I want. That's the whole game plan. That just cool. Inside, outside, maybe a toss sweep. Like I don't give I'm good with it. I don't want to hear but Dawson, no. If we could get 6 yards of carry, just run the ball, dog. Like just run them. Like you're line. I said it on last night's show, and I watched a little bit of Noles content today. They know their linebackers are suspect. They know their linebackers are gaga and mid. Right, like if you're asking them to do things, you got an upper hand on this offensive side of the ball. So I just don't know how the defense. I don't know. Like we're gonna go through the position.
That's the challenge to me. You know, the defense. So there's a couple of things: the defense and how Carson Beck is gonna deal with the looks, because they're not. I really doubt that they sit back and zone. Don't pressure and just let him work. I really doubt they do that. So how is Carson Beck going to deal with the pressure? Because they bringing pressure, man. They bringing pressure.
Yeah.
So,
and we talked about it a little bit last night, but I want to expand on it. When you are coached, right? Like different players, and I don't know because I haven't seen much of it because I don't count those two teams they played in the middle of their season of September. When you're a team that is mostly zone, right, and you're asked to now go outside of that and go bring in pressure, and you know there's weaknesses in your linebackers, right? Secondary, I'll give them average, right? Whatever. Your secondary's not bad. Secondary's good to okay. When you're asking that, you're putting more pressure on those guys because you have one less person in coverage. And that's already questionable, right? So, like, you're asking because you said you said you don't like zone coming out. If you're gonna do a zone blitz, you go man. Aren't you putting them? Personally, yeah. Aren't you putting them in a tougher spot? Because I you know what I'm saying, like asking them of that because like they're not that. I don't think they're that good to begin with.
But that's what DBs want, man. If you're a DB, I want to play man. That's what I want. So I want you to pressure and tell me, yo, just lock up. Because what I'm hearing is that they're comfortable with the receivers and the cornerback matchup. They're comfortable at the skill positions. They think the skill positions match up. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So if you think that, bring that pressure and let's go man on the back. I really want to see that. Yeah, go man. Yeah, I want to see that. Go man all night, baby.
Yeah. I caught that. I think I watched like the Cover 3 podcast, which is basically like 2 Seminoles, and I don't know what the other 2 guys do.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I think I saw that today.
Yeah, he goes. Their receivers aren't. They're okay. They're not anything special. I was like, oh, okay.
And that's what it is. That's what you're gonna get because we haven't really seen explosives, right? They keep pointing to that. We haven't really seen explosives. I think Miami's explosive rate is not bottom of the country, but we haven't had to see it, right? And let's keep it a buck. There is a question still about Carson Beck's arm. Like, there's still a question, dog. We don't know how strong it is for real. We don't know if he could push it 40, 50 yards down the field. We don't know that. And I think they're going to test that. I think they're going to take away the short stuff and say, hey, let's get it. Let's go, man to man. And they did that last year. If everybody remembers, they did that last year.
Yeah.
And they didn't play bad on defense at all. That's the worst game Cam Ward had. So
yeah. Different offense, different DC. Because the rest of the year that defense was terrible. And again, like, all right, and who's our deep threat? Like, who's the guy that you're gonna go to in that? Like, is the explosive gonna come from? Yeah, JoJo is back. So
Josh Moore, CJ Daniels could get deep. I think we can. We just haven't done it, and maybe this is the game, right? Because Coach Dawson can dial that. Like, if it get dialed up, it's gonna be this game. Because Dawson can dial that shit up. So
James King says Tony is our deep threat. I think what happens too is like the big explosive play can happen from a missed tackle. You know what I'm saying? It could be, it might not be a 40-yard bomb. You know what I'm saying? It could just be a missed tackle, and then you're off to the races to a 40-yard explosive play. It might not be that. Because, I don't know. Like, all right, if we're doing this shit, like on the Josh Moore bomb, it was a little underthrown to Josh Moore. Josh Moore was wide open by like 15 yards. You know, and he had to wait for it. So there is that. Has it gotten stronger over the bye week? We're about to find out. By all accounts, you know what I'm saying, it's finally not going to rain. Has that been impacting them? We're gonna find out.
Yeah, I hope we get a clean game, bro. Goodness gracious,
we haven't had one yet, dog. We haven't had one yet. Ralph Lopez says Keelan Marion got some speed. You know what I'm saying? Again, on the was it the Malley pass? Yeah, the CJ catch. I forgot who it was Bethune though, so it doesn't matter. But you know what I'm saying? He was open in the flat, like in the drag route area. So yeah, man, I don't know. It's gonna be a good one, man. Surgery Beck should make his arm stronger than before. It's common for pitchers to have a stronger arm after their first UCL surgery. Now, if you need a second surgery, it'll likely take a hit. All right, appreciate you, Vegas King.
What I think though, with that, I think you're right with that. Matter of fact, I've heard that as well. But I think it takes some time though. Like, we have to remember he hasn't been throwing for that long, fam. And I think it still takes time to build that strength. Like, his arm, his elbow is fine. I'm sure it's fine structurally, but I think you have to build that strength even more. So, I think we'll see it get stronger over the weeks. But, I'm curious, man. I'm curious. Like you said, it should be a dry evening. And,
first play, if he hits him over the top, though, like, it's going to be a long night.
And I think it's really, it's really, man, these coordinators get paid millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Facts.
They adjust to what they see, right? So if we come out on offense, man, and Florida State is in bump and run, single high, or nobody over the top, zero coverage, then
Facts.
we gonna go up top. We're going to go up top.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, man, let's break this down. Position group versus position group, man. We're going to do Florida State's and Miami's. Who do you choose? Who do you like better? Who's the better position? D-line, O-line, all that. So, Florida State's offensive line, Miami's offensive line.
Starting with the line? Who does that? That's what we starting with?
I did. Yeah, that's what I chose to start with.
Miami's offensive line and Florida State's offensive line, or the matchup between the O-line dude. Okay.
Yeah. Who do you like better?
We can skip that. We don't need to. Why are we talking about that?
Yeah. So just consensus. It's obviously Miami's. All right.
We can just do O-line and D-line. Like we don't need to talk about the lines of scrimmage.
Miami, both check and check.
Yeah.
Quarterback.
You know what? Some people gonna be, you know what I mean? But to me, it's a push. It's a push because their quarterback is perfect for their system.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So in Gus's system, that system, Castellanos, whatever, excuse me,
Castellanos
is perfect for their system. Carson Beck is good for Dawson's system. You know what I mean? So I think it's both. I think it's a push.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you, man. I think the ability for Castellanos, because it's not Castellanos, found out today, Castellanos to run can open up some things. The threat of the run, his athletic ability, if we're going to be honest, we're going to be honest. And the question marks, if there are those question marks of Beck's arm, if Beck's arm's 100% and it's full strength and we're good, then it's not a push for me anymore, because I think Beck's a better quarterback in that sense. But
absolutely,
in that sense, yeah, like, and in that offensive scheme, he is perfect, because Gus Malzahn's been this offense forever, and it wasn't good at UCF last year. Facts. And it wasn't good at UCF the year before. So it's very, like, everything has to line up perfectly, and Castellanos is the perfect guy for that offense, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, running backs.
I think we have the better running backs. Fletch, Sharmar, and Lau coming back. If Lau is
fully healthy,
in fact back, that ain't gonna be nice. But they have good running backs too. It's not,
nice.
It's definitely Chroma is nice, and they getting they main cat back. I forgot his name, but they have good backs too. But I think our backs got that matchup.
Yeah, it's because of the O line though, right? Like with our backs with the attached with the O line, I think is what gives it. Yeah, but I think we got the better backs. Usman Chroma's a big dude, a big freshman. That's a big boy. So we'll see what's up with that. All right, tight ends, Pittman, Lofton, basically.
Yeah. I think it's a push. And I'm saying that because Pittman has been more involved in their offense than Lofton has been in ours, and involved in a passing game, because Lofton's been involved in the running game. But Pittman has been involved, and Pittman's good. He's solid. He's very solid. I think Lofton is more talented all around, but for now it's a push to me.
Okay. Receivers? It's a push for me. It's a push for me.
You ain't say tight end. What you thinking, man?
It's a push for me, because I'm hoping to see more of, like, you keep mentioning, like, we've been building the offense, right? Like, kind of stacking it. And if last game was the beginning of incorporating an Elijah Lofton, then I think Lofton's ceiling is a lot higher than Pittman. So that, I think that would give him the push. But, like, if that's what we continue, then I'm good with that. But as of right now, it's a push, because, like, we haven't really utilized the tight end, and you know what I'm saying, continuously to be, like, a factor enough. But if they keep stacking it with Lofton, I'm good with that. But I'll go with a push on that. And, like, they, you know what I'm saying, how they use Pittman is what we thought, how we were going to use an Elijah Lofton, where they kind of bring him in, like, the Wildcat setting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, he did throw that touchdown pass. So a couple of different things. But yeah, I'll go with a push on that. Receivers?
Yeah, I think Miami. Deuce Robinson is probably the best all-around receiver on the field. But other than that, the little fast kid, the Squirrel White is okay, as a receiver. The other kid, the young boy, I forgot his name.
Dwayne McCoy?
Fast one.
Dwayne McCoy? Oh, Mekhi Danzy. Mekhi Danzy?
Yeah, Danzy. Danzy's a speedster, but he doesn't know how to play receiver just yet. I think he's going to be very good.
Yep.
Maybe depending on if he leaves or not. But
Yeah, he has to go somewhere else.
I think he'll be very, very good as a receiver. But CJ Daniels, Malley, if JoJo's back, Josh Moore, Keelan Marion, they're more polished as receivers as a group than Florida State's group.
Yeah, the Florida State's receivers are just Deuce Robinson to me. I think I saw a stat where you have to combine the next 4 or 5 receivers to get within like 10 yards of Deuce Robinson's output. Like Gus Malzahn, I think you said it, right? Like when you have your number 1 receiver, he's just gonna go for that.
Oh yeah,
like that's
his.
How do you? Who would you have cover Deuce? Do you double him? Like how would you handle it?
Nah. You just know. I mean, you probably put Lucas on. I don't think you switch anything. Whatever side he's on.
What side he's on?
You got OJ on one side. You got Lucas on the other side. Just know on passing downs, they're going to him. That's it. So you play it a little different. You play for the back shoulder. You keep a safety over the top, and you let your corner play underneath him. All right, brother. You let your corner play underneath him. You keep a safety over the top, and you just play for the back shoulder, man.
Yeah. You don't have like Virginia had to bring in a guy to follow him, that 6'4" corner. You put him on the other side. We don't need to do that over here. Because you know what I'm saying? OJ's got that size. OJ's got size. Damari's got size. And you have Lucas too that has size. So I don't think you don't have to do anything like that. And I think that's where they're gonna have a tough side of it. All right, so yeah, we'll go O-line versus D-line. Our O-line versus their D-line.
What you mean? There's nothing.
Like there's nothing to talk about.
No, we don't need to talk about the line of scrimmage at all. So
we're going full Miami, right? Just want to be clear. On both. I just want you.
There's nothing. There's nothing. Yeah.
There's nothing to discuss here. Miami. Just
we can go linebackers. Yeah.
We could we'll go. Okay. We could do linebackers.
Yeah. Miami.
Quite
Miami.
Easily. It's not even close. Like it's not even a debate, dog. Like their linebackers. I meant to bring this up yesterday. When Earl Little got ran over, right? By Jamari Rod. He's in the middle of a pile, right? It wasn't like it was in the open field and he was the last ditch effort to stop that touchdown. There was other Florida State players around them, and they didn't they stood and did nothing. Like I would have lost because that didn't need to be a touchdown. That should have been stopped because Earl Little did it. Earl at least stopped him.
He got in the way.
He got in the way. He was at least a speed bump, right? Like he did enough, and the rest of the guys did nothing. Like that shows me more of the issues on that defense than just Earl Little getting bulldozed over. Because like if you watch that play, Jamari Rogers stopped. Like he wasn't like full run. He didn't run through him. Now I'm saying they met. He didn't wrap up, so he was still standing, and then he ran. Like there's other players around him, and that floor nobody else was. That's a huge issue for linebackers because like there's no wrap up. There's no swarm to the football, and that's why I say like I really don't remember them. I'd have to look them up, and I couldn't point them to you on the field what they did in that game. Or what they've done at all. Like I can't tell you. I don't see them involved, and I don't see them involved in doing They didn't sack the quarterback. That was their safety. They didn't stop the run. Obviously, gave up 4.5 yards a carry. So if they don't do that, and you run a base 3-3-5,
that's why I don't think that's gonna happen, man. I think they're gonna remove a linebacker and go back to a 4-2-5 because the strength is their secondary. So put your best 2 linebackers out there, and then you bring 5 DBs in.
I don't think if Earl wrapped up, it would have mattered, Wes. I don't think, I don't think it would have been a factor. Don't you two get tired of saying Miami? No, I've never gotten tired of ever saying Miami. No, not even a little bit. Wes asks, do we see less Toure and more Pruitt due to FSU's scheme?
Yeah, I mentioned that last night, man. I think Coach Heatherman will play with the personnel a little bit, you know, and bring some personnel in depending on what they're gonna do on offense. So, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, it brings up faster. I mean, for me, it's like Toure on first and second type. You know what I'm saying? And like switching it up, and Pruitt on third. You know what I'm saying? And flipping it to, you know, depending on the yardage. You know, I think Toure is good. You know what I'm saying? Downfield and stuff like the second leading tackler upon Ruben Bain. Like that was crazy to see that. I did not expect to see that. I thought it would have been Popo keeping it a buck. See, got to take another question before we go to our next topic. Shouldn't we bump and run Deuce since our D-line pressure Tommy right away?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bump and run Deuce and keep a safety over the top.
Yeah, our corners are 200 plus. Like these aren't light corners. Again, like Virginia had one corner that was that size, right? Like 6'3", 6'4". We have multiple guys that can do that, so we don't have to bring a specific guy just to do this. Clearly, was more like a safety because he couldn't cover Deuce. That wasn't a straight up corner. You brought him in because of the size. You didn't have the foot speed. All right, let's get to this next one. Shannon, did we do? Yeah, secondaries. Now we did secondaries. Go on Miami.
We ain't do secondary.
Go on Miami or Florida State.
Maybe a push. I think Miami's secondary tackles better.
I got Miami.
Florida State's secondary probably covers better. So I think it's a push in that way.
I got Miami plus.
Yeah, I don't think we've had to see Miami's secondary cover too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they haven't had the time. Yeah, that's true. And and Castellanos is going to run around and give his guys time. Yeah, but I still got Miami. I think they tackle better. I think Keontae Scott and Jacoby Thomas is better than anything that Florida State has in those positions. And I think everybody on Miami would start at Florida State. I don't know if most players at Florida State would start at Miami. That's the kind of way I look at it. I don't think there's anybody better on that side. That Rawls is all right. The other guy, Wilson, I think he's solid, but like I think they're further down the depth chart here, and as opposed to what they're starting there. So yeah, I got Miami on that. Kobe Thomas is just like a freak show. Keontae Scott is a crash out. Like Keontae Scott is quickly becoming one of my favorite Canes this season. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into this before we get into the coordinators. Let's get into this Caneswear ad, and we will be right back. Where is it? Bam.
Welcome to Caneswear.
New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Yo, appreciate. Hey man, so does the Caneswear. Absolutely love that place. Always treats us like family, man. Y'all always good people with us. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Mo. Finally made it. Where is it? On Tallahassee. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mo. Finally made it. I told him at noon today. The show was at 6:30. 7:15.
That was too early though. You shouldn't have told him at noon.
I know, but he could always scroll back, and I should tag him so he knows the mention. You know what I'm saying? Vegas King says we can't let this team go to waste like last season. Title or bust. 4 games in.
Agree.
I don't know what this team is going to be yet, but you're 100% right.
Agree.
Yeah, it's ACC. You going national title or ACC title or bust? Like which side are you talking?
It's always national title to me.
Title or bust. Yeah, ain't nothing else that matter. All right, this is the matchup, right? And then I don't know what my hair doing.
Yes,
this is the matchup. This is the matchup that we're gonna see what that 3-3-5 does against Dawson. Who you got on this? Who do you think? How do you think Dawson attacks it? What do you think White could do?
Yeah, I think White doesn't run a 3-3-5. I think he runs a 4-2, 4 down linemen. Regardless, I don't think he runs with 3 down linemen.
Does he have the depth though?
Yeah, you're gonna have to find it. You have to do so.
That first wave might be
good because they've run 4 front before. You know what I mean?
He's got those 2 twins, right? The Desir kids, Desir kids.
Yeah, I think he'll run that. He'll be able to do that. And he'll be able to, switch up his pressures. He's good at that, bringing pressure. We'll see if they're able to disguise it, well, because we have to deal with the element of the communication, right? So on defense, when they're on defense, it's going to be loud. We're going to have to communicate better.
Yeah.
So he's going to try to cause confusion. He's going to try to, and the one thing about Beck is he's cerebral. The O-line is cerebral. So it's not going to be too much confusion going on. You may catch, a couple plays where we mess up, but that'll get fixed quick because Maribel and Cristobal on that O-line is going to fix that shit real quick. So, yeah, man. And as far as Dawson, man, I think he just does what we know, right? He's going to run and see if they can stop it. And if they can stop it, then he going to get in his other bag. And he does have another bag. So
he does have another bag. He's only had to bring one bag to all these games.
Yeah, he hasn't had to really do much. Like
he hasn't had to go to his assistants. Like, hey, go get that other one in the back. Mm-hmm. It's about to be a problem. We're about to do this to him. He hasn't had to do that. Like, oh, we're getting 6. Yeah, man. I don't know the depth of Florida State to try to run 4 down linemen out there when they get gassed. What your next 4, or what that next depth looks like because of their issues in recruiting, right? Like you might not get every, like Miami has like waves of guys. It might not be to the same level every, when you get down to but there's no waves when you've had to completely revamp your team year over year, right? Like it hasn't been consistent enough where like there's no 50 tackle, that they would have to, they don't have anybody there. If their starting linebackers are questionable, I don't know if, that 4th or 5th guy is going to be any better. So I got Dawson with the advantage, man. Just White could be a really good DC, right? He was top 20 at Nebraska and all these things. Looked it up before, but I just don't know if he has the waves of guy. And Norvell doesn't build this team to have waves. It's like I'm gonna give you 40 players, and that's what you have. Like you have your first 22, and you have a sprinkle of 18 somewhere, and then just 45 guys that who knows what they are. Right, so like that's my question with that, and then if Dawson finds your weakness and then you try to fix it, but you don't have that other guy. If one guy goes down, you don't have that next guy to come in. And I just don't think he has enough. That's why I just got Dawson on that, and just because I don't know, like you don't have the guys, and you have again year 7, dog. Like there is no story where like you recruited a freshman and you developed them all the way through in 7 years. That hasn't happened, right? Like getting portal guys is fine. We do it. We have it on our side, but like you don't have a Ruben Bain, you don't have a CC, you don't have an Anez Cooper. Like you don't have those guys,
and that you build from scratch.
Yeah, you didn't build anybody up. You're like, all right, man. They've recruited. They've had 5 stars. They, the wide receiver. They had a O-line that was a 5-star, but didn't turn into nothing. Our 5-star understood the assignment, stayed, baked, and now, is one of the better guards in the country and possibly a really good left tackle next year if he decides to stay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he decides to work through in the Samson, you don't have anything like that. And I think in games like this, it shows. Like, yeah, you can't get hot. You can't have a crazy play, right? But like, you don't have that continuously because you don't have anything behind that. And I think in games like this, it matters. We don't play for the one hit. We gonna jab your ass to death and go to the decision about to be ugly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Appreciate everybody in the comments, man. We'll get to y'all questions in a minute. All right. I think this is the one that you really want to, you know what I'm saying? Really thinking about. Corey Heatherman, RDC versus the psychopath that is Gus Malzahn running this triple option oop-de-oop annexation of Puerto Rico offense that keeps your defense guessing and questioning their eye discipline. How you thinking about this one?
Yeah, I think Coach Heatherman is going to have to get ready for some tempo. I think they're going to try to run us out the gym. And this is where you talk about the depth. This is where that's going to come into play because we're going to have to run in waves of people. You know, the D-line, that's so he's going to try to eliminate the D-line, right? So a lot of misdirection, a lot of screens, where you have to think. You have to if you have to think on defense, it's never a good thing. If you have to think,
if you're hesitant, it's over.
And you can't just play. So that's what Coach Malzahn's offense is gonna try to do. So Coach Heatherman just has to prepare everybody, and everybody has to have their eyes right. They can't fall for the eye candy. They can't fall for it. You know what I mean? So this is gonna be a good matchup. And we're gonna see if Coach Heatherman is like that with this one. I'm curious to see this one.
How do you attack this offense with this defense?
Yeah, first of all, you have to be disciplined, right? You always have to be disciplined, but with this, you have to be disciplined. Like again, you cannot fall for the BS. You can't fall for that man in motion ain't about to do nothing. He's not about to do that. That's not where the ball is going. You have to stay disciplined. You have to stay in your lanes. On the back end, your eyes cannot be in the backfield. Your eyes cannot be in the backfield, man. You need to be where you're supposed to be, and you have to win on first and second down so you can get them in third and long. You have to, because you want them to throw the ball, right? That's the goal.
Yeah.
You want them to throw the ball. So, I think you still be aggressive. I don't think you sit back. I think you still, because when you're aggressive and you penetrate, you'll mess up the timing of everything. Right? Gus Malzahn's offense is predicated on timing and everything. Everything has to go right for the play to go right. So I think you can be aggressive and mess up the timing as well.
When they run a lot of these inside runs that they have, right? Because I think our DTs are gonna have a field day with their O-line, just because I think our defensive tackles are stronger and faster than what they faced. And I think that's gonna become that's gonna become a bigger factor. Like Ruben Bain's gonna do what Ruben Bain does, right? Like he's not a psychopath. He's not reckless when he rushes. You know what I'm saying? When he rushes, he's always very much in his process and his technique and his work ethic. But I think these D tackles are gonna do their thing. The secondary, I have questions because we've seen them get caught looking in the backfield a couple times. Again, it hasn't happened continuously. It didn't happen a lot, but it's happened, right? And in this offense, Malzahn has to do these things because, you have the less talented team overall, right? So you have to do these things to make up that difference to give your team the advantage. Malzahn is a great offensive coordinator, and this is the guy to run that offense. And look, we find out another game and have more data on what kind of defensive coordinator Heatherman is with 2 weeks to prepare. And I'm excited about it because I'm just ready to see it. Like all the other games were cool, but this is like the one where all right, man.
This is the game, man.
This is the game. This is the mother game. All right, let's get to some of these comments, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. 154 in the comments in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Muhammad and Tommy Cruz says Muhammad and Lightfoot will have to be the man. That I do like the Lightfoot side of that. You know what I mean? Kind of being that other end and doing that Bain and Mezzi on one side and Lightfoot on the other. We go, oh, they got Bain and Mezzi, so Lightfoot is the weaker side, and then he's the fastest side. So I that's a great call, Tommy. Appreciate y'all. Remember to like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody. And remember, we're gonna leave y'all with a question at the end of the show. Make sure to leave it in the rewatch because all these comments go away as soon as the show is over. Vegas Kane says, do not let them turn the corner on run plays. God damn, yeah, 100%.
That's where they're going to want to get to.
Sir. Why would you evoke this name, Callie? Are we going to see Guidry's defense from last? That guy's gone. Let's just wipe that out in your memory. He's not here anymore. There's a completely new defensive side of the ball. Only carryover was a goal jacket. That's it. SF he's gone. Okay, let's just cleanse that out. Let's let that go. Fam, they have no depth, like because it's not because Florida State. Look, hate aside, Florida State is a premier program. They should not have the issues they've had recruiting. They just don't do it, bro. Like they don't do it well, and games like this is when it matters. Are they talented? Yes, but I don't know what else they have. Like I just don't know because they don't build anybody. There's nobody that go, yo, remember him from last year? That's a whole new team. Like the only Darryl Jackson's the only carryover. I think they got a whole new O-line. You know what I'm saying? All new linebackers, all new corners. Like this is a whole new team. So there's nothing I can lean on and be like, yo, but he did this last year. I think Earl Little, but he got flatlined when, you know what I'm saying, trying to catch Damian Martinez. So there's nothing I can latch onto with that, man. So, all right, last one here. Cristobal versus Norvell. Who is the coach you think is going to have their team more prepared for this game?
Why are we asking this, man? I don't think this is a good question.
I didn't say it was going to be a good question. It's a question. I know who it's going to be. I know who it's going to be.
Yeah, man. For all the knocks on Coach Cristobal, man, and some are warranted, some are not. Big games,
he's ready.
Yeah, the squad is ready, man.
Yeah,
Clemson, a couple years ago, with Emory Williams as the starting quarterback.
Yeah, they didn't throw past the line of scrimmage.
Texas A&M and Miami a couple years ago, TVD. Notre Dame this year, Florida this year, Florida last year to open the season.
Florida State last year.
Yeah, Florida State last year.
Still,
like,
regardless if they suck, it's a rival. Like you handled your business.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah,
the more complete coach to me has always been Cristobal, man. Like you got to build it, dog. You got to build it. You can't be thin all the way across the team. You know, it's where the difference shows. It goes back to the depth thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to have levels, dog, and there's levels that that we're gonna find out Saturday night, man. All right, let's get to some of these questions before we drop our predictions, our final predictions. Yeah, Mario hands down. Mario Cristobal. Norvell's best team almost lost to a true freshman QB, and he was like 11. He was 11 of 30. James, you all right? That is crazy. Yeah, like there's a lot of issues, and we know them, but every year it's gotten less and less, dog. Like every year, it's not even a thing. All right, man. Final predictions, Joey. But our guy CB in the group chat said Miami 34-20. I think Polk said 34-13 or 31-13 on Sunday's show. What about you, man? What you thinking? Chat, let me know. What's your final prediction for Saturday? I keep saying Sunday. Saturday night show. Saturday night game show.
I said 45-21. Us. And you said 35-21 yesterday. You sticking to that?
Yeah. No, I'm changing it. I'm officially changing it.
You going more reckless?
I'm not gonna say more reckless, just more disrespectful. I'm gonna go 41. I think we do to them. I think we do to them what we did to Florida. I think 41-17. Yeah,
So you
yeah,
changed.
and yeah, I'm changing it. I mean, it's just one more touchdown, one less field goal. If we doing hot takes, right? Because I just decided, fuck it, we'll do it. I think we hold them under 120 yards rushing.
120, around 100 yards rushing.
Around
Total
100 yards
rushing. Total yards.
Total rushing. Yeah, total rushing yards. I think we make Castellanos try and beat us as a pocket passer. I think this is a more disciplined defensive game where you can't go reckless going after the quarterback. I think there's a more disciplined side. And I think and it's gonna be just workmanlike. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be what they do. It's not gonna they're gonna fly to the ball like they always have. Because that's the other side of this offense, right? Like with Bonzon, like you want to catch multiple guys out of position. Right? If you have one guy that just slow it down like an Earl Little that slowed down Jamari Rogers, you want to have more people running to that ball and being around it. If it's just one guy that was supposed to be in that zone and there's nobody else covering or in that space, you know what I'm saying? I think that's where they're gonna run into. It's like shit. There was 3 guys where there wasn't supposed to be one, where there was just supposed to be one. Shit, there was 2 guys where there was supposed to be none. You know what I mean? I think that's what ends up happening because I think the team's gonna be more prepared for what he brings. Because we forget like Malzahn was emptying the clip against East Texas A&M. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't score 7.
He was just having fun. He was just having fun.
Yeah, but you can have fun, but you're still trying to score 77. You know what I'm saying? Like that you're still doing things.
That's what they do. That's what they do.
Yeah, you still gonna show it. So yeah, I just think it's gonna be that, man. I think we're gonna have more guys in positions where like they thought there were gonna be none because once you play more better and better competition, they got confident off their 2 games, right? And then they played a team with a little bit more talent that were in spaces where they weren't expecting, and you saw the difference. You know, and then this is another step up. And I think there's a level to where they can get to, and I just don't think that level touches anywhere near Miami's level is. Just overall. And I just think
what if they come out and Castellanos is just a pocket passer? What if he's dropping back and they come out in 5 wide and just
they only have one receiver.
You know, throw the ball. You know
they only have one receiver though.
Hey man, you know
what? Yes, anything is absolutely
possible, son. Anything's possible. Man.
That would be taking away their greatest strength, which is bringing Castellanos dynamics. You know what I'm saying?
That opens up the running game. That opens up the quarterback running game. If you got 5 receivers, that opens up the quarterback running game. Because you got to move everybody out the box.
I don't know how much, and I genuinely don't know because for 4 years at BC and now at Florida State, right? I don't know how much he can read and dissect an offense, a defense, and coverage, standing from the pocket because he hasn't had to do it. It's always been like one read go. So like I don't know if he brings that kind of discipline and wants and just feels comfortable staying in there for that long. And I don't know if their O-line can do what he asked. Like if he's standing in the pocket and throwing screens, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? If it's all back shoulders throws to Deuce Robinson, eventually that stops. You know what I mean? I just don't think that it's gonna be anything. That would be crazy though. That would completely catch me off guard. If he goes 3-step, 5-step drops and he does it like and he can read it, and I'm completely surprised. Surprised. You know? Yeah. Hey Owen, I did meant to tell you this. If your name is pronounced the way ain't a Kane already your daddy? Like what we doing? It's already done, right? You're welcome. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. Shout out to Owen in the chat, man. Shout out to Owen. Let's see. It's hilarious. All of you in this chat think you can outcoach the best country OC Gus Malzahn and the best DC. Fam, you just lost, dog. You just gave up 211 yards to Virginia. He's the best DC in the country. What? I'm sorry. Are we B? Yo, we living in our own life, dog. Like, you've gotten shown that you can lose, though, right? Like, you can't say you're the best when you gave up 46 points to Virginia. Oh, but you were going into Virginia knowing who they were, and you gave up 46 points to them. Jamari Rogers ran over your guy. Like, what? Let's live in reality for a moment, bro. Like, the best. Come on, dog. Come on. Let's not get crazy. You got anything else, Joe, before we get up out of here?
I can't wait.
Yeah. That's it, man.
Wait.
Couple more days and get the clips ready. We're gonna be right here Sunday.
Oh yeah,
we here.
We're here. We don't nothing.
We don't hire for nothing. We don't hire for a thing. We haven't, and we never will.
Stand in the paint. You know what I mean?
Facts. All right. So you said final prediction was 45-21?
Yes.
41-17. I think Polk said 31-13, 34-13. And then CB said 34-20. We got nothing else, man. For my guy Joe, for my brother Polk, for CB. Appreciate y'all, man. Man, and just wait, dog. And just wait. We out of here, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Thanks for watching. You heard. Thanks for listening. We appreciate y'all. You already know every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. You already know every Sunday, right on time. You already know. You already